As the temperature begins to cool in North Texas, McKinney ISD athletics is just starting to pick up steam. Welcome to Sports Talk, I'm Tyler Sloan. It was a battle in Garland Friday night, and the Boyd Broncos fought off a strong Garland Owls team to earn their first victory of the season. An elated Don Drake joins us to go over the many Broncos highlights from the game. Also, McKinney Lions head coach Jeff Smith will be here to dissect his team's comfortable win over Irving Nimitz. And we check in with the McKinney North volleyball coach Shannon Alvarado to catch up on how the Lady Bulldogs are performing so far this season. It's all coming up next on Sports Talk. The McKinney Lions get a much-needed win over Irving Nimitz to improve to 3-0 on this season. I'm joined by very happy Jeff Smith. And Coach, it was a nice win for you against Irving Nimitz. You ended up pulling away very comfortably at the end of the game, but it was a dogfight pretty much early on.
It was. Irving Nimitz is a good team, and we knew that. They were very big and physical and have some great athletes. And it was kind of rainy and sloppy, and our kids adjusted well. They played hard. They didn't let the elements affect them, and they're well coached, Irving Nimitz is, and it was a good game. It was nip and tuck all the way through the whole first half.
Especially your quarterback, Robert Somborn, early on had a very impressive game. He was really throwing the ball well despite the rainy conditions.
He was. We try to keep dry towels and, drying the balls off and get them in there quickly. And, Robert's played in those conditions before, so he knows not to let that stuff bother him, and he did a really good job. And our receivers did a good job catching them. It's kind of hard catching balls that get wet sometimes from the elements, and they did a really good job. We didn't have too many drops, so pretty pleased overall.
Well, we have a lot of highlights to get to for your team in that win, so we're going to take a look at some of them right here. Early on in your first drive, you guys are moving the ball effectively well, both on the ground and through the air. That's a nice run by Shannon.
Yes, Red can catch the ball for us and run the ball for us, and you'll see him do both in the game, and he really has great vision.
Another thing that your receivers are able to do well is break off a lot of after the run catches, and they're able to break a few tackles in that game.
Yeah, we got some skill guys that do a really good job of not just catching it, but also, making something happen after and trying to make people miss, and that's always a good thing.
This is a touchdown pass from Somborn to T.V. Williams, and he was able to have time to set his feet on that play.
Yeah, down here on the goal line, we get a lot of man coverage. It gets kind of tight down there, and they usually try to bring pressure, and the offensive line did a really good job.
Now here on defense, Irving Nimitz likes to run the ball. You guys were very keen on that and were able to get into the backfield and make a lot of plays.
They were. Like I said, they've got a big offensive line, and they get behind that, the O lineman and run the ball well. And so we really had to key in on the run and stop it.
Now Nimitz does get a touchdown in the first quarter, a Carpenter 7-yard run. So they make it 7-7, but you guys come back, and Robert Somborn's going to have another impressive touchdown pass, but this time is more Connor Fuentes doing most of the work.
Yeah, Connor Connor does a great job making people miss, kind of spins off a tackle, you can see right there, and then goes all the way, and that's just awesome effort on his part. Great blocking on the screen there, and I'm just real proud of the way the kids responded when it got tight, got 7-7.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the highlight plays of this game. And then your defense, one thing that impressed me was in the second quarter, there's a period where Nimitz, when they got the ball, 3 straight 3-and-outs your defense forced. A lot of credit to them.
Absolutely. They made some good adjustments on the sideline after the touchdown that they had scored, I'm just really happy with them, how they progressed from last week to this week, and we're just excited about where the defense is going and what they're doing.
Who in particular on the defense? I know obviously it's a unit, that makes things happen. But there are a couple stars that you saw on defense in that game?
Well, we have a lot of returners, and there's a lot of maturity on that side of the ball, and as I've said a few times before, and Matt Reynolds had a really good game for us at linebacker. I know he stepped up. He had a pick that you'll see in these highlights here in a minute. Our D lineman, Troy Taylor, always does a great job for us, as well as Kenan Samuel and Isaac Luviano. In our secondary plays just gotten better and better. Our safeties and our two corners, Jamani Ross Brown and John Terrell Rockamore, Max Simpson. Those guys, it's just they're playing well together, and they're running the football.
Yeah, they really seem to find the ball very efficiently, and we're able to get the tackles when need be. At the end of the first half, you guys get the ball with about 3 minutes and 20 seconds left, and you go on a long 11-play drive, and within this drive, you had 3 key third down conversions.
Yeah, you really like to see yourself convert. Obviously, you hate to have third downs. You like to try to not limit those, especially third and long, but our kids responded well, and they've been in these situations before where, time's ticking and we need to make something happen, and I was really proud of this catch right here by T.V. Williams. It was just an awesome throw, awesome catch, and really gave us some momentum going into halftime.
Yeah, talk about making things happen. TV did right there, right before the end of the half to give you that 21-7 lead, and that really gives you a nice buffer at halftime, more than one touchdown.
We did. It was good. It was a big lift for us. 14-7 feels a lot different than 21-7 at half, and we felt like we could be in that spot, maybe even a little more, and if we just played well, and it was good to make a play right there.
And in the second half, you want to obviously run some time and kill some clock, and Jonathan Shannon with the touchdown run right there, doing things efficiently.
You bet. It's good to run the ball. That was kind of a short yardage play there, and Red does what he does and makes a few people miss.
Then you're going to have, as you said earlier, the Reynolds pick that you alluded to, and Matt Reynolds did a nice job of, on this play, finding the ball from the quarterback on the short throw.
He did, and Matt was playing his zone and making his drop, and he read the quarterback well, and that really, off a turnover, we really needed to score, and the offense did that, and so we were able to extend our lead.
And then you extended a 35-7 later. You missed a point after attempt, and then you're able to go for 2 to extend it to 35. It's nice in these sort of games when you have the chance to work on those 2-point conversions that might come in handy later in district play.
No doubt. Obviously we don't want to miss any extra points. Those are free, and we need to make those. And obviously we've got to execute the blocking and the kicking on that. But going for 2, there's going to be times when we need to do that, and we need to be comfortable doing that. And they executed well.
Now, a lot of players in the backfield are starting to get some extra work, obviously with Candela having the injury, and a couple guys stepped on your team. Xavius Taylor was one of those who ran, I think, on 11 carries for 88 yards.
Yeah, he did a good job. Xavius played some last week as well whenever Tommy went out, and did a good job, and then stepped in this week and did a really good job. And we're going to look to him again this week, and just try to get better. And Tony Oliver also got a couple carries, and then Jonathan, Red will also get carries. And so all 3 of those guys are going to have to step up and really help us run the football, and that's really important to our offense. And you've seen that all 3 of our games. I mean, for us to be effective, we've got to run and throw the ball, and we've been able to do that, and we need to continue to do that.
Sonborn threw another pass to Williams late in the game for a touchdown, and that gave it a 42-7 win for your team. It ended up being comfortable at the end, but early on it was very much a struggle in the game. Talk about how your team was able to pull away in the game.
Well, it's good to see us play 4 quarters. I think I said that again last week. We struggled with that last year at times, playing 4 quarters, and we'd get a lead and then sometimes let people creep back in. And our kids did a really good job the second half, and I thought they were well conditioned, and they were playing hard and wanted to extend it and really finish. And so it was good to see, and it's also a great opportunity for other guys to get in the game. We have a lot of guys on our team that work very, very hard and come to practice every day, and it's great whenever we can get a lead that they can get in the game and get some reps, and gain some experience. We've got to continue to develop our depth of our football team, not just the first 11 on offense and defense. For us to be effective, we need depth, and that's what we were able to get a few guys in, and I know that everybody was pretty excited about that.
Yeah, it definitely showed in that game. And One thing that I've noticed is really starting to develop is that Sonborn to Williams connections. They had 3 touchdown passes between them in this game. What have you noticed about your quarterback starting to develop to Williams and Fuentes especially?
Well, it's good that they've got that connection, and they spend a lot of time together. They work a lot together in summer, in the off season, and throughout the season as well. And so those connections are really important. Just knowing each other, knowing where each other are at. You go back and look at stats, and all of our skill guys are making plays, and we're distributing the ball. And Robert, to his credit, is distributing it well and making good decisions and getting the ball to different guys. And Coach Jordan and the offensive staff are doing a really good job trying to keep it balanced. And so we're real pleased with all of our guys and how it's been distributed. I think that we feel like we could go to anybody on our offense and then get the job done, and that's a good place to be.
Next week you go to North Garland to play them. What are you expecting out of your team from that game?
North Garland is probably the most athletic team we played to date. Irving Nimitz had some great athletes, but North Garland has always traditionally been very athletic, got a lot of speed. They've lost. They're 1-2 right now, but that's very deceptive. I mean, they could be 3-0 pretty easily, or 2-1. Just they've had had a few turnovers, had a few bad breaks, and played some people very well until those bad breaks happen. So we've got to come out and we got to play well. They're physical, and we've got to be physical and win on the line of scrimmage and adjust to their speed. And so it'll be a good game, and it's away, and so our kids again will be traveling this week, and we want to go over there and do a good job and play well.
Yeah, you're right about that. They're a physical team. I actually saw them last year in a game, and they have a quarterback that, he's young last year. Mm-hmm. He's gotten a chance to develop a dual-threat quarterback. What does your defense have to do to make sure he doesn't scramble out of the pocket?
Well, he's a tremendous athlete. They block well. He's pretty special, and they do a good job getting him the ball. And the running back is a great athlete. A couple of receivers that they run a lot of jet sweeps and get the ball on the edge and do a lot of misdirection type things, some option, and so they do a really good job. Coach Castillo, this is his first year there, and he's a really good guy and a really good coach, and he's going to get them going, and he's already doing some great things over there. And so we've got to contain him for sure, that quarterback. And last week we saw an athletic quarterback and did a good job against him, and that'll hopefully help us this week as we see another athletic quarterback, and we're going to continue to see that trend that you see a lot of people with those types of quarterbacks that make plays, and we've got to adjust and we've got to stop him and make them do things that they're not comfortable doing, and that's what we're going to try to do.
Well, you certainly have seemed to solve the teams that have come against you so far this year, and the McKinney Lions are looking to make it 4-0 on the season and stay undefeated as they travel on Friday to play North Garland. Coach Smith, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you.